Welcome, folks, to another Game Horror production. We're going to be bringing you today the remake of Space Quest 2 by Infamous Adventures. This game is dedicated to the memory of Sammy B. When we remember him, we smile. We invite you to do the same in his memory. Let's begin the Let's Play. This is been waiting to do Space Quest 2 for a long time. I had started to do the original EGA version a while back and never did get to recording all of it. So I figured since this just came out at the end of December 2011, we'd go ahead and do a Let's Play of that, thus completing Space Quest 1 through 5 on my Let's Plays. I'm also going to be revoicing Space Quest 1 VGA. I'm working on that as well. I'll be re-uploading that tonight. The original upload I had was just a walkthrough with no voice or narration. So we'll go ahead and do that as well. I couldn't help myself but to do this Let's Play. I know I have other games to attend to, but this won't take too long. I'm not sure if they changed anything. This is my first time playing it. So I'm going to only remember what was in the original. It's only been out a couple days, so I'm pretty sure there's no walkthrough for this particular version. Might be the same exact version. Let's go and watch the introduction. Previously in Space Quest! Our hero Roger Wilco had escaped from the clutches of the deadly Sarians, battled strange alien creatures, made new friends, and traversed the dangerous planet of Corona. Making sure to stop and relax, Roger shouldered on. Bravely made his way off Corona to find the Sarians. He then infiltrated the Sarian mothership, the Delta. Using his stealth and skills, Roger subdued the Sarians and destroyed the Fear Star generator, and Roger returned home to Xenon, a hero. Infamous Adventures presents Space Quest! Chapter 2 Vohaul's Revenge.
So, let's bring on that hero of heroes, that Sarian sanitizer, that space-age swashbuckler, the man you know and love, Roger Wilco! So, Roger Wilco, hero of Xenon, how goes it?
Well, I just flew in from Vega 9, and boy are my arms tired.
Oh, Roger. So, tell us, how did you manage to defeat all of those nasty Sarians?
Those Sarians were a piece of cake. I had no problem cleaning their clocks. Whoever planned to steal the star generator didn't know who they were messing with.
Whoa, that's some pretty tough talk there, eh? What do you think, Paul?
Yep. Pretty tough talk.
Don't you worry about retribution, Roger?
Revenge? Nah. I hear their leader is a real hoser. Some guy named Overhaul or U-Haul. Something stupid like that. In fact, he's probably cowering in some deep dark cave somewhere. Anyway, let me tell you about the time I wrestled this spider droid.
How dare this puny, insignificant life form insult my superior intellect? I'll teach him to make monkeys out of my men. Get me, Wilco. I'll not stand to be made a fool in front of the whole universe. I'll squash him like a Velcro fly. Can't we finish watching Mother Droid first, boss? Don't question me, banana breath. I said move. Wilco.
Place Xenon Orbital Station 4.
As you will recall in our last chapter, you had just foiled the Sarians' fiendish plot to rule the galaxy by using the Star Generator as their weapon of destruction. You became a hero by saving countless lives and returning the Star Generator technology into safe hands. Life was beautiful. But heroes come and go, and people soon forget. Your celebrated herodom slowly fades, leaving you, once again, a janitor. The promotion to head janitor was no consolation, especially since you are the only member of the janitorial staff, nor was the transfer to Orbital Station 4. Sweating like a pork beast in a pressure suit while relocating space debris in zero gravity just wasn't your idea of a good time. Life sucks, again. Orbital Station 4 is one of many orbiting Xenon, your home planet. It is a transfer point for travelers seeking transportation to the various planets in the Airnon system. As we begin this chapter of our story, we find you, Roger Wilco, ace janitor, doing what you do best.
Mopping up piss and shit!
A beep emanates from your wristwatch. You release your grip on the broom.
Whoopsie!
The broom floats away, never to be used again. That makes the third one this week. Wait till your boss finds out. You can't pick the logo off the iWatch.
Wilco, get in here, on the double. You've got a mess to clean up in the shuttle that's just returned. One of the passengers got space sick on the way down. Besides, you should have been done out there an hour ago. Get a move on.
With that, the image disappears. You are whisked away to the airlock chamber. Stand by for decontamination.
Awesome. It's a gigantic sorry game.
You can't access anybody. You open the only locker for which you have a combination. Pew! Putrid waves of stench waft forth. You can't recall the last cleaning it received. You bravely peer into the locker to find a Kubik's Rube puzzle and your athletic supporter, which you take.
I definitely wish I could do the narration, because this guy sucks. I could could turn off voice acting, but I kind of wanted to give you guys the full experience of Infamous's Adventures version. So I'll fill in when I need to. We'll enjoy the game for what it is.
Just walk. On the ceiling is mounted the decontamination mechanism. It cleans any unwanted matter from crew persons entering the ship through the airlock.
One day I'll do the original versions,
Just walk up.
which of course will be all done by my voice. We'll go ahead and speed them up here a little bit. And we'll do a save as well. That's the new catchphrase. Whoa! It's hauling ass now, not even full speed.
That's about time you got in here, Wilco. Head for the shuttle bay on the double. I'm warning you, you're on your last leg around here, bud. One more screw-up, and you're history. Bob, send Roger here directly to the shuttle bay, and nowhere else until the job is completed. Do you hear that, Wilco? No napping in closets.
Giant Atari stick.
You have no reason to. You press the big button marked Shuttle Bay Door. It feels hot and the screen is turning green from the heat. This thing has seen better days.
Ouch!
That's not a good idea. Being as unskilled as you are, you would probably cause some sort of fiery catastrophe. Leave it alone. It's automatic anyway. Besides, if you can't be trusted with a broom, highly volatile liquids are definitely out of the question. You enter the shuttle and start sniffing around for the mess you must clean. You are surprised to find that the shuttle is not empty. There are two extremely ugly suckers walking toward you.
Hey, what the? Your favorite expletive here.
What the fuck? That's my favorite. Or what the shit? Or what the donkey dick?
Your protest is cut short as two interstellar ruffians proceed to thump you unconscious. Everything fades. Time passes.
Time passes.
More time
More
passes.
time
A
passes.
strange dream turns into the realization that you are being shaken and talked to by a voice unfamiliar to you. A dull ache triggers a distant memory of a scuffle in which you were the focal point. Upon awakening from your forced rest, it becomes quite apparent that you aren't in Kansas, Xenon anymore. You find that you are being held upright and under physical restraint from both sides by, you guess, the galactic goons you met on the shuttle. As you try to struggle free, you notice that your hands are tied behind your back. As your eyes dial into focus, you make out an oddly disfigured being seated before you. He is a sagging mass of flesh that appears to have been human at one time. Tubes and wires extend from his body, leading to machines which keep him alive.
Well, did we have a nice nap? I thought we would have to resort to drastic measures to wake you. Oh well. Welcome to my humble fortress, Roger Wilco. The name's Vohaul. Sludge Vohaul. I was the genius behind the star generator when it was in its concept stages. It was to be my ultimate war weapon until some sissy-man scientist decided he would be better use saving lives rather than destroying them. What a waste of technology. Excuse me if I sound bitter. Anyway, you ruined my Sarian operation. me. They were going to know my wrath in a big way. You somehow managed to change all that. Oh, I suppose I should have known better than to use those mental midgets, Sarians. That's not the point, however. You're responsible, and you shall pay. Besides, I have another plan, and you'll not be around to foil it. I have devised a plan so horrible, so frightening, so diabolical that no one will be able to stop me. Observe my latest creation. I intend to infest your planet with thousands of these genetically engineered door-to-door life insurance salesmen. I will at last reap sweet revenge from the scientific community that mocked me. My plan was to kill you, but I've had a change of heart. Get it?
He peers down at the hoses protruding from his chest, which are connected to a life support system.
Forgive me. I'm a kidder. I've decided I would get much more enjoyment watching you suffer. My associates will escort you to the wonderful little planet of Labion, where you will perform many painful hours of manual labor in my mines. Be seeing you.
Fuck you, you fat Darth Vader.
An injection renders you unconscious. Your drugged carcass is loaded onto a shuttle. Upon reviving, you look through the viewing port to see Vohaul's massive asteroid fortress getting smaller. After touching down on a giant landing platform, you are ushered to a hovercraft waiting to transport you to the mining site. Utter despair sets in.
Uh-oh. Oh, great. Now I suppose we're out of fuel. Way to go, dwarf breath.
Don't blame me. It was your turn to fill up. You're always forgetting to do it. Wait till the master finds out. You're in big trouble.
Hey, don't talk to me that way, you slime bucket. I filled it last time, dipshit.
The argument between the two guards is cut short as gravity reasserts itself. Good thing that guard broke your fall.
Good
He doesn't
thing.
look too happy about it, though.
Now there's blood and guts all over the fucking place. Welcome to the planet Labion.
The guard appears to be less thick than you remember him. Many of his formerly contained body fluids seem to be at large.
What was that?
You search the grotesque body and find a small, thin, magnetic card. It looks like a key card. You seem to recall seeing one somewhere in the past. You carefully remove the piece of unstable ordnance and pocket it. Doing so causes the high-pitched beeping to stop.
For some reason, I got this sense of doom right before taking that.
The hovercraft has been reduced to a mound of twisted wreckage. Everything that was straight is bent. Everything that was bent is benter. There appear to be no salvageable parts. The hover... You have Leave the guard alone. He has been through a lot. fall to the bottom of a concealed pit. You might have survived the fall had you not come into contact with the several 30-centimeter long spikes planted vertically along the bottom of the pit.
Look before you leap. The last thing that goes through your mind besides the spikes is that maybe you should have surveyed the area first. Boom shakalaka.
The grass doesn't bear any recent footprint. The dense foliage,
Boom shakalaka.
You fall. Suddenly, from somewhere to the east, you hear a twang, followed by a high-pitched shriek. You hear something. It sounds not unlike the hovercraft you wrecked it. Oof. That was a tense moment. Vohaul's thug failed to spot you and is off to search elsewhere.
Oh, what a cute little shit bucket.
The foliage here. The rope. You quickly untie the little guy.
Widow guy. Looks like a pink penis.
Before disappearing through a tiny hole in the brush, the little pink dude gives you a long look. The mailbox looks typical for a mailbox. There is a slot, a tray, and a sign. The sign says Radical Express, when it totally no doubt for sure has to be there a while previously. This is an order form you removed from a magazine for a free Labion terror beast.
Let's mail it, shit.
You drop the order form into the box. The mailbox hums and buzzes for a while. Then an object of some sort drops into the tray at the base of the box. The machine goes silent. The tray, which is actually a small indentation in the lower part of the machine, is currently bearing what looks to be a whistle. You take the whistle. Obviously.
Let's go get one of these funky blue spores down here.
You take possession of one of the spores, being careful not to mistakenly break it open. This is your athletic supporter. Without close inspection, you notice it to be well used.
Remember, we need to find some berries before we go through here. Whoa!
You can see a little guy across the clearing picking some sort of berries from a bush. You startle the odd little pink dude, causing him to bolt into the underbrush.
What you don't want to do is this.
Good. You've succeeded in establishing contact with one of this planet's life forms. That was unexpected. The thing exploded, taking you on a one-way trip to that great garden in the sky. If only it didn't look like a maze, you'd probably be able to think a bit more outside the box.
You are half right. Your self-sacrifice won't go unnoticed by the many life forms of Labion. Too bad you won't be around to appreciate it. You fucking retard. Well, that's fun to watch either way.
Good. That was... If only...
Oh, another senseless tragedy. You can help prevent this. Vote yes on lobotomies for adventure game designers.
This thing is kinda heavy.
Wimp, I guess you better find some other way to make you... Spock would say fascinating, Data would say intriguing, I would say you're an idiot.
This thing is kinda heavy.
Wimp.
This thing... This...
Wimp.
What you're talking about is right fucking there.
This thing...
Wimp.
This thing is...
Wimp, I guess you better find some other way to make use of the ordnance.
This thing...
Wimp, as... The vines extend from the pulsating plant, almost like they're looking for something. They look sticky.
This thing is kind...
Wimp.
This thing...
Wimp. You are not in a...
Maybe I have to go left some. Oh, fuck.
The foliage here... The fo...
I don't necessarily remember this part. I thought you just got through the maze and that was it. Well, I'll see you next video. Hopefully I figure it out.